Check, check, check.
For what? Ah, no, this is not.
Check, check.
Check, check. Hello?
Hello, ladies. Welcome to all. But we would like to wait for 10 minutes, please, for the other members to join us, and then we'll start. Coffee is being served in the meantime for you girls to have.
Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check, 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 check. Hello. Check. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Can we settle down in our seats, please? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Green Goddess February event. It is the month of Valentine, so we are in the month with sweetness and chocolate. And we have with us today a very, very special workshop, I would say, with a very favorite ingredient in our lives, chocolate. And to introduce, we are going to start off with having Miss Nina ready to introduce our speaker for this evening.
Good evening, Greenies. Today's resource is a very special guest, okay? She's actually my daughter-in-law. Pratyusha is my brother-in-law's daughter-in-law, and the son is sitting right there. And they're twinning with their shirts' colors, yeah? But today is Pratyusha's, right? Hour of fame. But you know, being a supportive husband runs in the family. You all know that, yeah? Thank you, Tarun, for being here. I can just say that Pratyusha came into our lives a few years back. And from the time I saw her, I knew she reminded me of Nina of 40 years back. right? Except she's a much better version, believe it. Okay, she's much more accomplished and much more knowledgeable, and very proud that she is in our family. Love you, Pratyu. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I saw Pratyu also, I had the same feeling. In fact, I just told Nina that it's Nina before 40 years. And I think she's the most sensible, balanced person coming to the Reddy family. And Tarun, you are completely blessed, okay? So all we are for you, okay, Pratyu? So as of course, I wanted to say that it runs in the family. I've seen Vijay, Ravi, all being so supportive. But I have to say that I think Nina was supported a lot by her father-in-law. So here we are having your mother-in-law supporting you, okay, which is going to be even more, you're going to get more freedom and love and spoiled to such a level that you'll progress 10 times, okay? Yeah. So I think she started learning her chocolates when she was just 16, sweet 16, like the chocolates. So it just came out of interest when she saw her aunt make it. And slowly in college, she started putting stalls for few occasions. And the response for that was so good that she started having like stalls and, becoming a home baker. Of course, she did her course and diploma in the chocolate business. And she started taking a lot of orders. I think you have to take a lot of orders, Pratyusha, from here. And you become the head of baking in Savera for chocolates. Yeah. And she's done a small course in chocolates from Smoor in Bangalore, a lady in South Africa who's a very well-known baker as well as a chocolatier. And I should say that her interest made her learn so much about chocolates, and she's still learning. The smell of chocolates, I can smell it. The touch and feel of it always got her. And she's very, very excited to learn about it and also share it with you all. So here we go with the chocolate queen teaching us lovely chocolates, which are the best stress busters for anybody. Pratyusha.
Yeah. Can I get my gift? Hi, aunties. Uh, so this is my first time doing this workshop, all thanks to Nina auntie. And today I don't know how much I can teach her, but how much of I can, I will try my level best to show how many of the chocolates I can. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Hopefully, I'll give all the answers for it. So first, we're starting with plain, like the normal chocolates, the plain chocolates, and slowly I will go towards the nuts and the other items. Any would. So I'm first starting with double boiling. So basically, double boiling is you have a bowl, a bigger bowl where you fill water, and then a little smaller bowl or a bowl correctly of that size. You should always make sure that the water doesn't touch the vessel. Only the heat should melt the chocolates, and the chocolate should not. You should not, by even by mistake, let water get into chocolate because it can seize the chocolate very easily. Then whatever you try, it's not going to work. It'll not melt. It's nothing will happen. So we have to just be very careful that water should not touch the chocolate at any cost. And I will even show in the microwave because this more fast. can put in this. I think this enough. Always in microwave, you should put the chocolates only for 30 seconds first, mix, and again then put it for 30 seconds. If you put it on a high temperature because it has to melt fast, then there are chances of it to seize. And the flavor of chocolate also goes if it gets a little burnt in the microwave. So you should always put a 30-second mix, 30-second mix, till it mixes, just till it mixes. Double boiling, it will take a little time. So we'll do it slowly. So right now I'm using compound chocolates, that is these. There are difference with compound chocolates and couverture chocolates. These are couverture chocolates and this is compound chocolate. This is what they normally use in home baking because this can get a little pricey. This is mostly for for baking for cakes or even for, this is the best actually to use when you're making chocolates at home. The compound chocolates. And the couverture will take a little time to melt. This you can just melt and you can put whatever choice of things you want, but this you should get it to a certain temperature and then make it. Otherwise, it never gives that that shine on the chocolate or the flavor. It changes. So this is a little professional way of using chocolate. This is the most easiest way of using chocolates. You can cut it more small. Right? More small. I don't know if you all have heard about tempering chocolates. So tempering chocolates is required for the couverture chocolates, not for the compound chocolates. So tempering, it does give a little, it basically, it's like you're heating up the chocolate and getting it back to a certain temperature. So that you like break into the chocolate, you get that snap and that shine on the chocolate. So this doesn't require that. The compound chocolate doesn't require, only the couverture chocolate requires that. I need another bowl for white chocolate. I'll take this. No, I don't. So right now I melted milk chocolate in the microwave and I'm melting dark chocolate in microwave.
You know, actually, this chocolate is so tempting. Okay, I'm sure it's not just me, all of us love chocolates. I'm just going to keep talking as she's mixing it, that's all. So I never knew there was so much involved in these chocolates, right? So, anybody have any questions in between? I will be running with the mic, so let me know.
You just got to melt the chocolates till you feel it starts melting, and once the heat is there, it will slowly melt the chocolate, so you don't have to keep putting it inside the microwave, otherwise it will burn the chocolate and you get very bad taste. 60, yes, just 60 seconds. Just till you feel the bowl is warm, you can just leave it in the microwave. After that, not required, because of the heat, the chocolate will anyways melt.
No, I just want to know whether the one on the stove which is put on the, is that done?
Sorry, Auntie.
Is that melted?
No, this is still taking time. So this takes a little bit more time compared to the microwave. If you have time, you can just stand near the stove and do it. I would normally prefer this than this because you can control the heat of the chocolate. So you know when to remove the bowl. It can burn. If you just move for a second, it can burn. So I prefer double boiling than this. Thermometer. Molds and spoons. ఏదైనా ఇవ్వండి స్పూన్స్ ఇచ్చేయండి. And you should make sure that when you're molding it, you don't put it in the molds when it's hot, because you're going to use plastic. You get acrylic, you get plastic, and you get silicone. So silicone is easy to remove. Plastic, you should, just because it's plastic, you should just wait till it gets a little it comes to little room temperature but doesn't become really hard before you put it in.
Do we add any butter before putting it in the silicone cup?
No, but compound chocolate doesn't need butter. It already has cocoa butter in it, so you don't need butter for it. Spoon is better. Spoon is better. చిన్న స్పూన్ ఉంటే వచ్చే. Yes, thank you. ఇదే చేయండి. So plastic, you just need to take a cloth and wipe it. No using water. Even if you're using water, no putting soap. You put the soap, the structure of the mold goes. Whether it's for silicone or even for your that acrylic one, you don't have to use soap at all. You use soap in these, the shine of the chocolate goes. So you should never put soap for your molds. Even this, it's better if you remove it with paper, tissue paper, or with a cloth, but never with soap. And even if you want it to melt fast, you can cut the chocolate really small so that it melts faster. Just give me more of the spatulas. Thanks, sister.
molds we can use?
Yes, yes, you can use, auntie. You
Like
can
any
use.
silicon mold?
Yeah, any shape, any shape. You do get like really big ones with just one single design. Also, you can use that. You can use that. And white chocolate, you should be even more careful with white chocolate because this burns faster. This has less cocoa butter in it and cocoa solids in it, so it burns very fast. So this is the most difficult one to burn. You can see it seize so many times, so you should be really careful when you're melting this. You can't like move away even for a second. With these you can just leave it, no problem, but this will burn the chocolate very fast. లేదు అన్ని దీంట్లోనే వేసాను ఆల్ వైట్ అండ్ డార్క్ కూడా లేదు. So this they have melted for again I think 40-50 seconds. So 50 seconds and it has melted. So I don't think you need to melt it more. You can just keep mixing and it has to melt. If you feel it's not melting, then you can just put it for another 20 seconds and then remove it.
You can
Mixture.
so little bit they can't see.
Cloth itching. Cloth.
So all of you are going to make Valentine chocolates, okay? For girls, boys, men, dogs, whoever you all love. All of you all.
So this is melted completely. So we can just mold it. We can just put in the molds immediately. Only if it's Kovacha chocolate, you need to get it to a certain temperature and then only pour it.
Who likes making chocolates here? Only eating? Only eating. Okay. So Pratyusha, you're going to get lots of orders, okay?
Yes, auntie.
It's for you. Yes. I know Sujata will make from the lot, so she'll make for us. No, I'll call her up and tell her. Please, I want. I'll order with her. The first customer. But it's not looking that tough. I think you're making it look quite simple.
Yeah.
No, it's
Dani
not.
వేసిన తర్వాత.
Sir.
చేస్తే సేమి వేసేసి మీరు ఫ్రీజర్ పెట్టేసి. Can I get spoon?
Ask them if we can, then they all can see. Where I'm standing, can you put the camera? Like here, can you see that those all people can see?
Thank you.
You should, Indra. No, I'm saying we put it here. Is it clear for you all? Yeah? All comfortable? Yeah. Always. Is it clear for everybody now? All are okay?
So once you mold them, you need to tap them so that the air bubbles just leave, and then you can just put them in the freezer. If you want it quick, you can put them in the freezer. If you want it like it's okay, you can take time, you can put them in the fridge.
Freezer, yeah.
Coconut, desiccated coconut.
Akka, you have a lot of patience, so you'll wait nicely and then keep it in the fridge. Yeah.
Bowl mixing it. So now making bounty chocolates. I think you've had the coconut one. So that's the one I'm making right now. So you do have a few different companies in compound. My favorite has always been Mode and this. I don't prefer the other ones. The other ones tastes are really bad. So these two is the best according to me. And for Kovacha chocolates, Caliber is the best. And even Van Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the white mode which she recommends. White compound one. And the other one she says is the vanilla. Yeah. Vanilla. These are the two she likes.
Cup measures.
And the malt. Is the vanilla imported?
Yes, that and the Caliber is the imported one.
These two are imported.
This is Indian brand.
Mold
This
is Indian.
brand. Even Vanlier is Indian brand.
Indian brand. But this one is a foreign one. So Tarun, which is the one you like the most? Which chocolate you like the most? Wow. Really nice.
I think I made him say yes because of the chocolates, auntie. First time when he came, I gave him chocolates only, auntie.
Oh, wow. Very smart. Yeah.
Yes.
So he melted for you with your chocolates.
So for the bounties, you need desiccated coconut. No, the fresh coconut, you can't use that. You need this. The measures, I will send it to auntie. She can share it with you all. This is very easy. Just desiccated coconut and condensed milk. Nothing else.
And what is that?
Condensed milk. Milkmaid.
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 Condensed milk.
Yes, auntie.
Yes. They will. And you eat it also too.
Yeah, just 1/4 measure. 1/4. You can just.
she's nicely mixing it till there are no lumps in it. So you really,
It's like how you mix your atta.
yeah. So it's more like the atta, right? What you're doing.
It's just like you may get tempted to put a little bit more condensed milk, then it gets little runny. So you just have to see how much you need to put and then just put it.
You'll get it with experience.
Yeah. Three.
It has to be
Three.
designated.
Yeah, for placing it. So you can make it like whichever shape you want, but basically Monties are long. So I'm just going to make a round shape. How much ever you want to take, you can take. Yeah, the size is, it just depends on you whether you want small ones or big ones, or like the way Auntie said, bigger ones. You can.
So this is a little like a coconut laddus.
Laddus, yeah.
No?
Basically, a coconut laddu you're dipping in chocolate.
Chocolate.
You just need to see that you don't get any cracks, otherwise it can tend to break very easily.
So
Same
this
way. You
needs
can
to
make.
be the consistency. Huh? Ajita's laughing that I don't go in the kitchen and here I'm trying to do all these things.
You need to freeze them till it becomes a little hard, and then you can dip them in whichever chocolate you want. Whether I prefer the milk and the dark because the taste is more nice. So you can do it with that, or you can have it even with, it's a light, you should just coat it really lightly, not like a heavy coating. Just one coating is more than enough for it. Biscuit.
Hearts one.
Yeah. Open it now.
You want this?
No, Auntie. I'm good with this.
So now we are going to do something with the little hearts. Valentine special for all of y'all.
Sorry, Auntie, I didn't get your question. Yeah.
Can you mix the chocolate?
Oh, yes, you can.
Or that consistency of, melting is different. Or
No, it's the same. You can mix them. You can even mix white with dark. It goes really well. Or white with milk. Milk and dark also goes really well. So you can mix however you want. You can mix them. And this is little hearts. So you just have to dip them in your dark chocolate and freeze them. Nothing else they do. Nothing fancy they do about it.
This is the easiest.
Easiest, yeah.
Kush, you can do this. Now, I'll also join you. Little hearts. So this is the biscuit, little hearts, which we get, and she'll just dip it in the chocolate and freeze it.
Thank you, Auntie.
Yeah, you get this pack. Yeah.
I think you'll have had the Nilgiri's biscuit chocolate. It's just your Mari biscuit dipped in chocolate. Fork kawali. Yeah, it stays crisp, Auntie. Once you dip it in chocolate, it doesn't get soggy. It doesn't get soggy. Even the little hearts, they don't get soggy.
Because you'll be freezing them, no?
Yeah.
Ha.
So it'll not melt. It stays. It stays the way it has to stay. So it's okay. You do get these fancy equipments where you can dip your chocolate easily and take it out. At home, you can just take your fork, dip it in chocolate, and just make sure the excess just goes, and then you can place them and freeze them.
I think I'll to eat it like that only. I won't even wait. Looks so tasty.
Lean from the bed. Ah,
No
Yeah.
patience.
yeah. We've not got it here.
Yeah.
Auntie.
Yeah, butter paper. Should I put it on this? No, no, it will.
No, auntie.
Yeah.
No, it's not hot. It's room temperature, warm. It's like it's still in the melting stage. Once you see it getting really cold because of the AC, you can again put it back and melt it. That's why most of them use the Morde compound chocolate than that, because that if once it's once it sets, again you have to reheat it, temper it, and then only use it.
The butter paper is coming. Hmm? You and me. How sweet.
You can use sprinkles on that, or again you can just put your sugar on that, your caster sugar on that, really super fine sugar, or you can even put any of these. You can put these are the dust, the color dust, so you can put these also on that. You can put it right now, you can wait till it sets and then put it. Anything you can do, it's your choice.
Very tasty.
Set.
I can get very creative with this because it's like easily done. So you can work on other things with that. Yeah, the tempering and yeah, the consistency of that chocolate has to be.
Nanti se.
But this looks simpler. Huh, yeah. For beginners, I think it's good.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays the youngsters are really good in this. Like I know Sujata's daughter bakes really well. I know some of my friends' daughters, I think they really have taken up baking. It's really, I think the youngsters are really into it. So,
So the plain chocolates what we made are actually set.
Joe,
So
what
now-
does your son do? Share with us.
You can just
Not to be shared, the secrets.
so these chocolates are ready. You can even paint them. You can put again these on them, or you can just leave it plain. And even wrapping, you can just wrap it however you want and just even give it. Or you get these boxes now where you can like put your chocolates in that. You can make them according to the size of the box and even serve them.
Anju, Ami also must be baking well, right? So I think Anju's also learned a lot more with Ami. I know you want to say that I have taught her, but I'm giving Ami the credit.
research.
Okay. So that's how your son got drawn to her.
You all want to taste it or we'll have it later? Yes, yes, Aunty.
Good. Always learning, right? Okay. Oh, see, Akka has to have first. नहीं आप खाइए. No, no, no. Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Please, Ainda. Please, Chesaindi.
Okay. No? Okay. Please share because I have to give the backbenchers also.
So these chocolates you get. Thank you, Auntie. I didn't do anything with that. So you get this is it's called the ruby chocolates, and you get them in pink color. So you can even melt these and even dip them and use whatever flavoring you want. So I just got them to like show it to y'all that y'all can use this. Now Caliber has different varieties of these chocolates. So this taste is you can actually have it and see now. The taste is um, a little darker, but you get that rose flavor a little bit. You want to taste it? You can taste it. This one, Auntie, yes, it has to be tempered.
Just cut
Because this is Kovacha chocolate. The difference in Kovacha and compound chocolate. So compound you don't need to temper it, but Kovacha needs to be tempered.
We're just cutting it and getting it, okay, guys?
I'll take this, Auntie. I'll just show this one. So this is chocolate truffles. They call it even fudge. It's just very easy. You just need to melt your chocolate, your any of these chocolates. You put your condensed milk, mix it really well, put it in the fridge, freeze it, and later you can cut it and make it of your own choice. The shape is your choice. There you can even put it in the molds. You can even I'll just show that out. This is just nothing, Auntie. Just condensed milk and your chocolate and a little butter. You mix everything. It forms like a paste. It forms more like your condensed milk, and you just freeze it. Once you freeze, it needs a minimum of 3 to 4 hours of freezing. So once it freezes, you can remove it. Either put in your molds, or you can even make round shapes. Freeze them again, and you can just coat them with your cocoa powder, or you can coat them again with your chocolate. I will share that also.
So, Bhatt Uncle's come. He's the youngest enthusiastic 97-year-old come to see your chocolates. Bhatt Uncle.
So you can just make them into round shapes, freeze them again, and then coat it with cocoa powder. Or you can even dark chocolate. Yeah. More heat check kar le do. Okay. So this chocolate is seized. So again, you remelt it just for 30 seconds because 30 seconds is more than enough for it to melt. You melt it for 30 seconds and then you can use it again. So basically, I'm planning to just use the mold like this. Put your chocolate in the cavity, remove the excess chocolate, freeze it, then put this truffle inside that, the small truffle inside that, freeze it, and again coat the chocolate just like this. You just put it on top of that, it'll set. And once it sets and when you cut in, it looks really nice. This we have actually used, I've made chili chocolate. Chili chocolate, you can make it in 2 ways. This is the same way I made this. This is the plain truffle. This is chili chocolate. So once you freeze them, you cut them, you coat them, and you can actually use them.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, please,
What's the
Auntie.
difference between Belgian chocolates and this chocolate? Why does that chocolate taste so tasty?
That's the cocoa powder, Auntie, or the
It's-
cocoa bean.
Oh.
Each country has different flavors in their cocoa bean.
Okay.
So the best is actually from Africa.
They
So-
get from Africa,
Yeah.
right?
So even we started growing cocoa bean, but the cocoa bean in our country is a little different compared to the ones we get either in Switzerland or in Belgium or in Africa.
Okay.
That's the only difference, Auntie.
Okay. Thank you.
Auntie, so the chocolate will be like this once you cut into it with the chili chocolate. Auntie, you want to taste? I've put chili powder in it. You can either red chili powder, you can either use chili flakes or use red chili powder in it. Mix it in the truffle, mix it in the mixture really well. Taste it. If you want it more spicy, you can add more. Or your it depends on the flavor. The chili chocolate actually goes really well with dark chocolate. The chili goes really well with dark chocolate. It's just according to your flavor. How much of a chili powder you want to put, you can just use it. Even the chili flakes will be very nice. It gives you a very nice, like after effect. You will not get in your mouth. Once you get it down your throat, you get the hit of the chili slowly.
I think red chili seems to be the flavor. Like, when you have red chili with guava, also it tastes really good. It's red chili with guava ice cream, all right? Not guava the fruit. Let me make,
Same.
yeah.
None cut చేసేయండి chili. Yeah. No, I want the cavity. It's okay. It'll fit. I'm just getting the cavity ready for the chili chocolate. So you need to freeze that and then add your truffle in it and then again freeze it and again coat it. So, round balls we can just coat them in cocoa powder. Round balls please cocoa powder. Yeah, I'll show it once it comes back, Auntie. So next I'll show you how you can fill your Nutella or your jams in that. So you have to heat the Nutella, make sure it is a little runny, and then again fill the way I just filled the cavity. You just fill it that way, freeze that, and then put your Nutella or your jam. You can put honey, you can put whatever is there in your kitchen, whichever flavor will go well. And you do get even flavorings You do get flavorings. Any flavor you get, I just picked up. Like I'm gonna make this Indian sweet gulkan chocolate. So even if you want you can use the gulkan. If people like the gulkan, you can use gulkan. Otherwise, there's flavoring for gulkan also, and you can use rose flavor with rose petals. The flavor, you get these ready. Now you get these ready, so you can mix whichever flavor you need, and you can make. Any baking supply stores, you get it, auntie. Flavoring, chocolate flavoring. They have flavoring, different flavorings for chocolate and for cakes. These are for chocolates. Yes, they have even liqueur chocolates. You get the flavoring. You get champagne. You get whiskey. You get vodka. And with the truffles, what I showed, you can actually add your either whiskey, brandy, vodka, but very little. You need to see it because it can tend to seize. Yeah. No, it'll not go runny, auntie. It'll seize. So once it sees, you have to trash it. You can't use it. Flavorings, yes.
So there's a shop which is just adjacent to Shri Mithai in Chetpet. It shares
Yeah.
a common wall. The building just next to it, in the Viveka Essence, you go to the basement in that building, they will have all these
There's
ingredients
another
that you
place
want.
called Passionate Baking.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Passionate
yeah.
Baking is by Kareem Boys again.
Okay.
So yeah, so
I'm
they
not
will
sure
also
about
be
that,
having.
auntie.
Yeah, that's because she's a friend of mine.
Okay.
Zen. Yeah, just next to it, there's a building. It shares a common wall. So in that building, in the basement, the Viveka Essence Mart, which was in Waltex Road, they have a branch here. So they have everything that you need for baking and yeah. So you can just go there and pick it up. Any questions anybody has till the time she's.
What's the shelf life?
Auntie, it actually depends on the way you store your chocolate. The shelf life of the chocolate depends on the way you store it. So, because of the Chennai climate, you can't leave it outside. But if you're going to put it in the fridge, it has to be sealed perfectly, wrapped. Otherwise, it can take the smell of whatever is there in your fridge. Even your fish or your chicken or anything, it can take the smell. Chocolate takes the smell of anything you put with it. So, even when you're putting anything around it, make sure you seal it, put it in an airtight container, and then put it. So it depends. It completely depends on how you storing the chocolate. And I would not prefer storing chocolates in freezer because it can bloom. Basically, you get this white thing on the chocolate that is called blooming. So basically, when you put it inside, it freezes the chocolate. So the cocoa solids all come up, and that's the white cast that leaves on the chocolates. And the taste of the chocolate also goes. Again, you have to reheat it. Again, you have to do all that. So you never put it, and you should never put it in where there's sunlight or even these lights. It can melt the chocolate fast. So anywhere where you don't get the light, any dark place, your storerooms will do good, but it has to be sealed. Otherwise, it again takes the smell of the storeroom, whatever you have in the storeroom.
Girls, make it fresh and eat it fresh.
We can tell her she'll take orders from your thing. She'll make it fresh, send to her. These are ready, huh? Just send them for tasting. Okay, okay. Then you'll take it, na? Because they're all very healthy to eat. Mm. You can see from there, na? आपको दिखाई दे रहा है?
So I've put the Nutella in the piping bag, so it's easy to pipe in.
It's like the mehndi cone, right? Little bit.
No, it's already actually setting, Auntie. That's why I didn't freeze it.
You want to ask a question?
So, what are the things we should not mix with chocolate?
Okay. You mean the flavoring?
Flavoring or any sort of, we do nuts. We can add nuts.
Yeah.
We can add, dry fruits or
Dry
any
fruits,
sort.
yeah.
Anything that doesn't go well with the chocolate.
There's nothing like that. Anything. I've made the most weirdest chocolates ever. I've even mixed budgie batter. Your budgies I've mixed in chocolate and I've given. You can mix anything you want. The flavor of chocolate goes with anything.
Wonderful.
All chocolates need love. Once made with love, it all just goes, and done by Pratyusha. So it's okay.
Yeah. Chef.
Like now you get chocolate dosas, you get chocolate sandwiches. Chocolate, yeah, lots of things. Chocolate pan. Yes,
Yeah,
Akka?
yeah. Yeah, the one I've not
Yeah,
cut.
Akka, you're getting.
Yes, Auntie.
Yeah, chocolate pani puri.
Yeah. Yeah.
At
it's
my
it.
house, Akka, I'll make for you. Chocolate dosa.
No, no, no. It's
Yeah, yeah, you are
basically the
getting
one
Akka.
you get.
You choose.
So if you are adding liquor, that would be liquid, right? So you are going to put it in this cavity. And then if you cover it again, it's not good. You want to freeze that liquor also?
You need to freeze it and then put it. What few of them do it, Auntie? They make the top of the bottle separately, and you just have to heat the top part a little bit and just fix it. And then with your finger, you can just apply it around the bottle, and it still sets. So you should never put any liquid with chocolate. It never goes well. And if you seize the whole chocolate, you really can't reuse it. Even if you heat it, the whole chocolate burns. So liquid should never be, the best is the flavoring. So I've put Nutella in this. Now, okay, these are peanuts. You can put your walnuts, you can put cashew, you can put any flavoring of your choice. This is peanuts, Auntie. I'm looking for, yeah, macadamia nuts. It's okay, Auntie. It's fine. So you can put, with this, you can put any of the nuts you want. It will still be nice, the flavor. And how much ever you want, you can put your Nutella in this. But make sure you don't fill it till the top. Otherwise, you can't cover the chocolate. Next, I'm going to make something called as ice cream chocolate. You don't use ice cream for it. It's the most easiest way of making something different. So these are jujubes and these are tutti frutti. You mix the tutti frutti with your white chocolate and it basically looks like your vanilla ice cream.
Interesting, no? Something new. I have not seen that. No? Any questions from anybody?
what you will.
You can keep heating as long as you don't seize the chocolate, auntie. Nothing happens because it's come to room temperature and it's really become hard. So you have to melt it and use it. So you just need to keep an eye every time you put it in the microwave, especially the white chocolate. Sorry. Yeah. It's just 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Only here, you just need to make sure the bowl is hot. The minute you start seeing the steam coming out, you just need to turn it off immediately. Otherwise, the water evaporated can go inside the chocolate and seize the whole chocolate.
The questions can be asked in the mic so that the recording also is complete, okay? And everyone else can hear, right? Questions, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, okay? I'm the only one asking over here, but then it's been like more than 3 decades. I learned chocolate making at the catering college in Bombay way back in late 80s and early 90s. So at that point of time, we were taught with Morde.
Yeah.
So Morde is something which...
Now
I've worked
hardly
with.
people use Morde, auntie,
Yeah.
because even when I learned, it was with Morde.
Yeah.
So it took me some time to learn about the Kovacha chocolate and how to temper the chocolate. Now they have more things to teach in chocolate because even in Kovacha, they have the temperature. What I learned and the temperature they're doing now is totally different.
You've made it look very, very easy.
This is the easiest you can make chocolates, auntie. Like even kids can make it. Anyone can make it. I think I need to make Tarun make it once, auntie. He's never made chocolates. He's never made anything. At least this is the easiest he can make. Actually told my father-in-law also, I want Tarun to make something. He said, you teach him to make something. He said, I need everyone around me. So I think I'm going to give him this. Daddy is also going to be very happy because that was his dream. He's like, I want to see Tarun bake.
So I think we can call him now in the front. Please, Tarun, you're needed in the front.
He was actually sitting there and looking very proudly at you. I took a few pictures, okay? I'm going to post it later.
Again, you can add all this how much ever you want. Whether it depends on your taste. There's no measurements for these. Yeah. Please mix it.
This doesn't seem that easy.
Mix it.
She basically wants me to work. That is the goal of this.
Mix.
This doesn't seem like something for beginners. But...
You mix it like this, Babu.
So if this doesn't come out...
we blame you.
Yeah, so that's the idea.
So I put how much ever I wanted. If you want to put more, you can put more. You want to put less, you can put less. And for this chocolate, you need thin like this. You put your butter paper into it so that it is easy to remove once it freezes. You want to put it in? It's the easiest, Tarun.
Okay, chefs, make note. You have an extra hand here.
Daddy will be very happy, Tarun.
As you were saying, she has the makings of Nina, right? Including everybody. And to get Tarun there is a big thing, okay?
Yes, auntie.
Fantastic.
No, there was this during lockdown. My mom really liked the cold coffee what you get in brew room. So mommy was like craving cold chocolate, cold coffee. So mommy's like, Tarun, why don't you make it for me? He said, it's my recipe, cold coffee. She said, okay, make it for me. She bought everything and she said, go help the poor boy. It's the first time in the house, go help him. I've gone inside. He's like, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. I didn't even like realize he's making me do all the work and he's just standing there. after I poured everything in the glass, he's gone and given it to my mom, and my mom was so happy. I said, I did the hard work.
Chef's recipe and your touch.
Yeah, you can. Thank you. Thank you for the help. So you can just freeze this. Once it freezes, you can cut it. And when you cut it, you can see the jujubes. And it just basically looks like your tutti frutti ice cream. That is where you got this name. And the flavor, the taste is really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just show how it is. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it looks like this.
Please send.
I'll get it around for everybody. Yes.
So the bontees are getting ready. So once they freeze really, and you should be even careful. The minute you put it in the chocolate,
Like
it can
ice cream chocolate.
harden really fast because these are cold. So you have to work fast, coat it fast, and just keep it back fast.
This is like ice cream chocolate. Oh, okay. Tarun says that because he's made it, once you freeze it, is the tastiest.
Yeah, he'll always say that, auntie.
And then you cut it, freeze it, and then. It's like this. I'm coming.
Even if you get like extras outside, you can sometimes when you put in the mold, you get something like this. When you're molding it, you do get it. So you can break it. When you're packing it, you can break it, make it smooth in your own hand because of the heat of the hand, it can become smooth. Even if you're using the gloves, it's fine. You can just heat it in your hand and it will come back to shape. Or you can even use a scissors or a knife to clean make it into shape.
Anju, you're talking about from the time you learned your earlier one, right? What else do you think is different today?
I think there are more options available today.
Yeah.
There are more products available today than what it was. When I learned, I think the recipes were very, very limited.
Yes.
So the only thing that we were taught was a milk chocolate, a plain milk chocolate. And I distinctly remember making cashew rocks. That used to be a go-to recipe for me. So where I'm just mixing chocolate and cashew and some icing sugar. But here, what she's showing actually, there's so much of variation and so much of variety, and I think it's got a lot of it suits so many taste buds, isn't it? And some very unique ideas. So Pratyusha, there's this thing for dark chocolate.
Yes, auntie. I'm going to make that next.
Yeah. So in fact, I don't think we'd ever had,
these. Yeah.
These
came very
these are
recently
like
in market.
what she's given for tasting. This especially, I mean, it's got such a nice, delicate rose flavor to it. It's yum. Just eating it like this, I think I can just munch on it, just sitting like that. So these are the products and options which we never had. We never had. Yeah. And I think the kind of variety that they are doing, even with the molds and everything, those days we didn't have molds, it was all by hand. So you could just make those. Yeah, you're just taking it by hand. That's what, so that's the problem which I used to face because we never had a microwave then, way back then. That's come only later. So that's the difference.
Yes. Whenever you're using dry fruits, you have to roast them. Then only you get the flavor of the nut even better when you mix them in chocolates. Roast and then cut, auntie. Then cut.
My voice is loud enough.
Yes.
Anyone for any more questions?
Cocoa beans. So I think you'll have seen the whole cocoa pod. So when you ferment that, you get these. You get these. So you have to roast when you ferment. When you remove it, it's more like how you ferment coffee and make coffee powder. It's the same way. You remove everything from the cocoa bean. I think Sir can explain about the cocoa bean even better. You roast everything and then you process this. When you remove this, you get cocoa nibs. With that, they make chocolate. So it depends. When you add your sugar to it, it gets sweet. You don't add sugar. This is 100% dark chocolate. Even if you taste this, it's very bitter. It's 100% chocolate.
Okay.
No, you can eat it, but it's gonna be really bitter.
Yeah. So I'll just take you through
This
the.
is done. This is
maybe
done.
it is not.
Okay, that's milk. No. You can mix that in this, or mix this into this. You can explain
I'll
it
just
better,
take 2
sir.
minutes. Okay, the story of chocolate, or how it's made. So as she rightly mentioned, cacao. So it's like a fruit that hangs in the tree, not in the leaves, but in the box. So it is actually attached to the box. And so Africa is one of the largest producers of cacao in the world. And Ghana is a country. Ghana. And of course, you all would know probably, madam, it's also Madagascar, and the Eastern African countries are very, very strong in their cacao manufacture production. So it's actually like our, the pod is like our, it's like a small size watermelon that is like there, and then you cut that pod, and then you will get, inside the pod you have like your sitafal kind of there's a seed, and then there's a kind of a pasty product in like a outer ring to that. So we remove that part and we put them in the fermentation part for almost close to about 6 to 8 weeks, right? In a controlled environment where it has to be in the wooden box for about 6 to 8 weeks, so that the flavor of that paste kind of seeps into the seed, and then that part is removed, and then you have the outer. Then the whole roasting happens. So once you roast the beans, then we actually start looking at when you grind them, you get a very fine layer of fat, which is actually what we call the cacao butter, which is used in your cocoa butter, which is right, but it's the right word is cacao. And then you start breaking those seeds, then you get those the nibs, right? And then in India we were all we are all used to growing up with Cadbury, but unfortunately Cadbury is not really a chocolate, right? Right, the chocolate. So the Cadbury's, they remove the part, they remove the real flavor part of it, they remove the butter part of it, and then there is what is left is a very basic acidic powder that is mixed into a lot of vegetable oils or fat, and then mixed into sugar, with a lot of sugar, that kind of comes out as chocolates for us, right? But the truth is, the real cacao butter is where the real flavor lies, and that's where the more you have that in your chocolate, the bitter it is, but it is also about that's where the real flavor of the chocolate and the goodness of the chocolate lies. Chocolate is two main things. So chocolate is also an anti-aging agent. So it is phenomenal to your your body, right? It is also an aphrodisiac. It'll make you dance for a long time if you have it well, right? So it's an aphrodisiac. It's an anti. So a chocolate. I'm saying the real good chocolate are very very healthy for once. It doesn't really. It's the sugar content. It's the vegetable oil content. It's what we add to the chocolate that really troubles us. But if you're a good chocolate, will never trouble you. Like any good chocolatier will know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Very informative.
According to me, so I have my favorite one is a Japanese brand called Royce.
Royce.
Right? So it's a Japanese brand. I think they peg it really well, and that's really a good chocolate. It's super expensive, but it's worth every bit. And I always like chocolates with a little bit of if you have a lot of you will be hearing the Himalayan pink salt, right? So try chocolate and salt. It works really well.
Chocolate
right?
and coffee also.
Coffee also really well, right? And the only thing I wouldn't want to put in a chocolate is a vegetable.
So now I'm making something called as a rocky road. I don't know how you get ice cream, you get chocolate bars, you get everything. Basically, rocky road is nothing. You just dump whatever you feel like in it. It's rocky road. So now I'm going to actually put marshmallows in it. I'm going to put dry fruits in it, and I'm putting a little flavor of chocolate. So you can make rocky road in any flavor you want. I'm going to use a little bit of coffee flavoring in it. So I've just melted dark chocolate. Yes, we can, auntie, we can. I even made like the coffee bean. I've crushed that and I've added into the chocolate. So you get that bitter taste of coffee also in it. It really wakes you up when you really want a good wake up call. That is the best chocolate and coffee. I've used what normally we get from Bangalore, auntie. You can use any coffee bean you want. The whole coffee bean, cut it after you roast it. You cut it. No, you can, auntie. You can. It has to just be cut into really tiny bits and then added in your chocolate. Auntie, you want to try the flavor? Yeah. You want, I want to know whether you need more coffee.
Just to add to it, India is also becoming one of the leading producers of cacao beans now. So there's a huge amount of cacao beans that is being grown in Andhra Pradesh, Western Godavari district, and West Godavari and Andhra is a adapt place for growing chocolates now. And the good part is now we are also exporting Indian chocolates to the world.
So I think if I
The Indian cacao beans to the world, not necessarily chocolate, but Indian cacao to the world. So like everything that is happening in a very good, good way from India to the world, we are even sending. It will not be very far that Indian chocolates are one of the best cacaos in the world as well. There are quite a few. So this whole concept called bean to bar, which is quite popular now. So a lot of like, for example, there's a brand called Dawkins from Delhi. There's a brand that I have been I've had the opportunity to build. It's a brand called Manam from Hyderabad. Right. So I don't want to get into that.
Yes, we can even add sea salt, auntie. I'll do that.
So there's a lot of people who are working with chocolates within, from a bean to bar stage. So they are making their own, and chocolate is not very difficult to make because even from a cacao bean, you actually need, all you need is just a wet grinder to grind your, your beans. So it's not very, you don't need very high-end equipments. A typical wet grinder where we make our idli batter is what actually used in chocolate making also. So you grind it. As you grind it, you will get the cacao butter separately, and then you got to do that process. So it's not a very high equipment driven business. So a lot of people are doing it. And of course, India is now, we have a lot of good brands. There's a brand in Hyderabad called Manam, I mentioned. There's a brand in Delhi called Darkins. You go to Chocola. I'm sure you heard of this brand called Chocola, which is also a Delhi-based brand. They are all doing well. I think it's time for a Chennai brand to also. I think we should request Ms. Pratyusha to do a Chennai-based brand, and Chennai, she should make Chennai also as the hub of chocolate, right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No, it can be stored out, Auntie. There's no problem. You just need to check the expiry dates on it. And this you can either put in your tin, or you can put it on you get these sheets, the baking sheets, the long ones where they make your sheet cakes. You can put on them. You can take a spoon and spoon it, and it becomes like the rocks. Yeah. So you can make it however you want. After you do this, if you want a nice cut on it, you can just put plain chocolate on top of that and cut it. You get like a small cube. Yeah.
This is yama. I taste it. Very, very tasty. Yeah, she's been thinking of that only.
I said, lick your chocolates, taste the best.
Yes. Best high. Lovely.
Pratyusha, this one doubt.
Yes,
So I haven't seen you adding, like when we learned, as I said, we were adding icing sugar.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you adding any sugar to it.
Not required,
So-
Auntie, because this is already sweet.
Exactly. So is it good for people who have sugar, diabetic?
Yes.
Because
They-
you're not adding any added sugars to it,
No
right? It's the
added
natural
sugar.
sugar in the cocoa bean, which is only there.
No, in this they do add sugar when they're making the bar.
Okay.
Like the way sir said, when they're making it, they already have sugar in this, so you don't have to put sugar. And if you want to give a sugar patient, I think the dark chocolate will be better. Nowadays, even in compound chocolate, you do get certain percentage of bitterness, so you can use that and give. And you do get nowadays, you do get even sugar-free chocolates. Like
Oh wow.
to make it at home, you do get sugar-free chocolate compounds, so you can use that also.
Great. Thanks.
Well,
Wow, it looks really nice. Can I show the tray
yes,
once
please,
done?
Auntie. It's done.
Okay, nobody dipping their hands, okay, in this, it'll come to you. I can't resist, so I'm not looking at it.
Chef, nice.
Looks nice, no? It's very tasty, believe me.
You want to cut it? Yes, please.
Wait, it's coming. Don't ask me about tasting.
So when you're making, sometimes you do get
It's cutting
such
and giving
things.
the
It is very common to get the
very
cracks.
tasty
Easy way to cover it.
Ajita's.
And it'll be covered, so you don't have to worry about the cracks also.
Yeah. Lovely, no? I think you have to start the marketing with her, the brand. Yeah, I think she's
So
really
the
good.
ice cream chocolate is ready.
Take na.
You can
Yeah, taste actually.
cut it off. Yes.
It's very tasty.
Chili
You all will
chocolates,
all get to eat this, okay?
Chili chocolates, kada. More.
Yeah, this matching with my dress. So I think I should eat it too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the chili chocolates what we made. We put the truffles inside and made it.
We'll share her Insta page by which all of y'all can follow her too. And of course, send you all the recipes.
Thank you, chef. White chocolate.
We'll send it to you.
White chocolate milk.
Just
is
give
better.
us your name numbers who are not
Chef, white
greenies
chocolate.
so that we can give it to you.
Yes.
Become one Insta. Start an account. In fact, Shailaja was the one who is like, I don't know whether she's here, but she feels that we all should be on Insta, and FB is the new way.
These are candied strawberries. You get candied dry kiwi, pineapple. So you can even dip them in chocolate and put it. Or even when I made the Rocky Road, you can even cut them, put them in the chocolate, mix it and give it. The taste is very different. So now I think I'll make the Gulkan chocolate. Anyone wants to try making, Auntie?
Please
come,
come, Tara,
Auntie.
come.
Auntie, and you can just put them. You can mix them properly. Yes,
That will be better.
I'll just melt the white chocolate and give it to you, Auntie. Yes, please.
So, chefs, how are you all feeling?
It's good, feeling better.
Of course, these are all
Milk
our
chocolate.
chefs
This
who
is
make
milk
it
chocolate.
beautiful, the yummy stuff
dark.
always for us.
This one. Milk is basically this one. Okay, right. This is dark and that is white chocolate. Basically, white chocolate is not actually a chocolate because you've removed everything from it. So it's not actually a chocolate. It's just the remainings of the whole, after you take out the dark and the milk, that's the remaining white chocolate you get. Yes, Auntie. Yes, that's enough. Once it starts evaporating, you can keep adding, but yeah. And it's not touching the bowl, so that's more than enough.
Pratyu, what's your Insta page?
I'm yet to make one, Auntie. I had a Facebook account. I will make it. I had a Facebook account, but not.
Yeah, all of y'all can follow Green Goddess, and we are going to put in Pratyu's.
I just give me another this one, Auntie.
Again, Green Goddesses on Insta. We'll give you all the link on Greenies and whoever's come. And also follow YouTube,
Chef.
Green Goddesses. Yeah, so you all will get Pratyu's things. And whoever are not Greenies, please become Greenies. So there are lots of things
Can be a
happening,
little bit more.
like the chocolate
For me,
workshop.
I have no problem. Sorry. Yeah, it's raining. So now, anyways, it's heated up, Auntie, the bowl. So for that heat, it can melt. Yes, it has to melt fully. We'll put bubblegum flavor to this and then we'll use it, Auntie.
Right. You came to the right place if you like everything green and energy renewable and gardening. And that's what we plan to do. Our intention is to make sure every house goes green. So when ladies take up the project and do the green gardening in like the balcony garden or the terrace garden, then that would make sure that our environment also has
Yes,
enough
auntie,
two levels. So
the
that was
water is
our
already
intent,
hot, it
and we
was
do
boiling.
everything according to that.
So yes,
Energy
that's more than
renewable,
enough. Otherwise, it
energy
boils more,
renewable
the water
resources,
can get
and
into
we
this.
also have
That's why I
eco
turned it off.
travel, which is a
This was dark
something
chocolate
that we
what
do
you used.
once a year. So anything and everything to do with the garden, environment,
Yes, yes, yes,
nature, travel, and see, pets is have we have a separate. There is a separate group for pets that we have. If you want, we'll put you onto that. But as of now, even for the pets to survive, they need a very good environment. So we want to form that, make sure that we have a green environment for the future. So that is our plan. See, we are endeavoring to do many events. So right now it's once a month that we meet up, and we also travel and we have outskirts. Like it's more like we make sure we go to an. What is this?
Okay, in simple words, it's all about greening and cleaning. Okay, so we look at also garbage
This is bubblegum flavored
segregation, and then we have workshops. We are about 4 years old. I forget to count that's what I forget the COVID years. It's about 4 years. And I think we were the most active group during COVID, right, girls? People who have been a part of the Green Club will tell us that we had a number of workshops in during COVID. In fact, it was quite a challenge for us to do those things because we would send all the kids home. Do you remember that? Very exciting. Not only that, you're forgetting the most important thing we do. Yes, we also do something called the Green Awards. Green Awards, and the first year we gave it to people who were like heading initiatives like college people who have do those things in the schools and the principals of schools and things like that. The second year it was given to the COVID heroes like ambulance drivers, nurses, people like that. That was the second year. Do you remember, sir? Sir is nodding because he's been a part of the Green Club for all the years.
That you need
And
when you're tempering chocolate.
the
Compound
third year
chocolate is
was
not
it was
required,
kind of
auntie, not
in-house. We identified people who are active members within the
Yes,
club,
auntie,
and
bowl is hot.
we call it
So
the
if it's
Green
not hot,
Thumb
you just can
Awards.
put it back.
So what we have, sorry Pratyu, I'm getting into this. What we So what we are trying to say is we're encouraging you to make your spaces green. Because today I look at my garden with a very different eye. It is not like someone else is doing it. And I'm happy to say that I always wanted to grow orchids. And I would wonder how they would do it. And I would tell everyone, Kerala, they do it. Why is it that we cannot do it here? And Jeff did a workshop and things like that. He told us how not to kill an orchid plant because it's easy to kill one, right? He says it requires very little care. Believe it. Today I grow a lot of orchids at home. You can come and see it sometime. I keep posting it. We also have a WhatsApp very active group. This is one of the most positive groups. If you ask me, you get up, get up to blooms and colors and sunrise and right. So that is what we do, right? So you have fun doing it. And of
30
course, the
seconds.
outings that Preeti spoke about. Yeah. We also go to different parks in the city, which I don't think most of us know. Almost every area has a beautiful park. So we go for a walk in the park, things like that. Simple but lovely. Yeah.
Yes, auntie, it's
Bonding
done.
goes
Just remove it.
without saying. Bonding. Pardon? Pets, I'll tell you about it.
No, I was just melting, auntie. It's okay. I just mix
we have a pets
bubblegum
group, which
flavor
she'll tell.
in milk chocolate.
We also had by Indra a millets workshop sitting next. So there's always something interesting. Of course, the group has a lot of photographs on the blooms, but we have variety
This is
of
only powder.
programs every month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the mold, you get these powders, coloring powder, or you get even liquid. So just for the design on it, you can actually brush a little bit of your powder on that, your any color powder on it, whichever you prefer, and you can just pour the chocolate over it. It gets stuck to the chocolate. You do get even butter sheets which has designs on it already. So basically, that design sheet, you get it, you cut it according to the size of the mold, put that, and then pour the chocolate. So I think y'all would have seen any chocolate with roses, like colored roses. That's just the butter paper, which is like taking the design. So you can eat it. It's basically wafer papers that you can eat. Yes, auntie, you can. No, to paint it, I'll show it to you once I prefer painting any of the chocolates. I think I'm going to paint these chocolates. So when I'm painting it, I'll show it. Yeah, directly I'm putting it. So even this they've made, I'm going to show how to make these. These are the Gulkan chocolates. So on top of that, this they've already made it. So it's basically you use the same dust. Even if you want to paint it, you mix vodka. Yes, auntie, thank you. You mix vodka and the powder, mix it, and then use it on paint. Vodka, anyways, it evaporates the minute you put it. So you don't get it's safe even for kids, so you don't get the flavoring of vodka in it. Vodka is basically, it will easily stick onto the cake or to the chocolate. Yes, auntie. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh yeah, we could do that also, auntie. Yes, auntie. Yes, sure, auntie. In this, I'll just put strawberry flavoring in it. This dark. One minute, auntie. I'll just chef this one. Yes, auntie. We mix the flavor, and then I'm gonna like. Thank you, auntie. This you can taste it yourself, auntie. No, I'm good, auntie. I'm smelling too much chocolate. I don't feel like eating. Thank you, chef. So, yes, auntie. Thank you, auntie. Thank you so much. So I'm using strawberry flavoring, and the flavoring you're using, whatever the flavoring you're using, always use like drop by drop because it's very intense. So it can overpower the chocolate also. So you always have to watch how much you're putting in your chocolates. This is strawberry. That's all, auntie. This is strawberry. కట్ చేసేయండి, లేకపోతే బ్రేక్ చేసేయండి. లేదు, బ్రేక్ చేసేయండి మీరు. పెట్టేయండి. I'll cut it. ఇక్కడ పెట్టేయండి. Auntie, you can mix it more well. You have a heavy thing, something, so that I can break it. మీరు ఇంకా కొంచెం ఫ్రీజ్ చేయండి దీన్ని. Yes, auntie. That's enough, auntie. So later, inko knife, one more knife. Yes, auntie. Yes, auntie. I will. Yes, I think so. I'll make the gulkan. I'll make the strawberry. That is just like the filling.
Ladies, can I request all of you to please be seated?
One will be too big, auntie. I thought I can cut it and then place it.
Joe, I don't
Yes, auntie,
remember.
sure.
I don't remember
No,
you.
basically you have to put it after the chocolate is done. Just a little bit on top. You, sea salt, yeah. Flavor, yeah. That you need a little rock salt, not the pound. Yeah. You use the rock salt, then it'll be nice. This is dark chocolate with strawberry flavoring. I'm just using strawberries in that. Dried strawberries.
Can I have everyone please be
Auntie.
seated?
Anything is okay. Yes, auntie. Yeah. Yes, yes. As long as
Indra,
you
ma'am.
wash that and use, you can use it, auntie. No, auntie, you can put it in everything. How many ever? You want to put more, you can put more. You want to put less, you can put less.
So how are you all finding the workshop? Isn't it easy? Ladies, isn't the workshop really simple and easy? Yeah, she actually did, isn't it? So I hope all of you all had no difficulty in following her at all today, right? And it's damn simple. So I'm sure each one of you are going to practice it at home. Yeah. And then I want each one of you to please post the pictures in greenies also. And all those who are not greenies yet, I want you all to please join the green club. Starting with Joe. You can't hide. Yeah, actually that we never felt that she was not a greenie when we met her.
Biscoff. So Biscoff, you can use the Biscoff spread. You just pipe it like the way you pipe the Nutella inside the cavities. You pipe the Biscoff spread. Before even putting the chocolate, auntie, you can actually crush a little Biscoff, put it, pack it down cleanly, then put the chocolate inside. Or if you don't want to use the Biscoff spread, you can put the chocolate, crush the biscuits, put it inside, and then cover it completely. So you get, even when you're eating, you get the biscuit in the crumbs. Yeah. Thank you, auntie. And we will cover it. Yes, please.
Who all are ready for a taste of the chocolates which Pratyusha has made? You can raise your hands. Only those who raise their hands get to taste. All those who raise their hands will get to taste. Girls, can we request, ladies, can we request you all to please be seated? Ladies, can we request you all to please be seated?
I am not sure, auntie. Even if I don't get
Can
it, I'll make
everyone-
sure I make it and send it home, auntie.
Nafisa, Maliha, can we please request you to come back to your seats? Yeah. Another 10 minutes, I think, and we would have all the recipes ready here. I think Pratyusha has shared a lot of recipes, right, Pratyusha? You've given a lot of variations and a lot of info on how you can go around making these chocolates. And I think it's really, really very simple. It's not rocket science with the kind of products that are available in the market. I don't think it's really difficult. But yes, as she's rightly said, you need to make sure that you temper it right. Yeah? Exactly. That I think, Nina, goes unsaid, for everywhere and each and every person also. Whether it's food or whether it's people.
Yes, auntie. I have anyways kept it. Yes, auntie. Yes, auntie. I'll just show how to paint the chocolate. Then we can close it. Yes, last one. I'm just making the Gulkan chocolate, and then we can close on it. Sorry.
One more
Yeah,
chocolate
I'm just
is coming
waiting
around for
the-
you all to taste.
It's melted, auntie. No, you need to melt it a little bit more.
I think it's Rocky Roll. Pratyusha, what was the name of the one which you just sent in that plate?
That's the Rocky Road
Yeah.
with a light coffee flavor in it. Thank you,
Yum.
Auntie.
So all
Thank
those
you,
coffee
Auntie.
lovers who are wanting to taste chocolate with coffee can please have a go at this plate, which is being circulated around. It's called Rocky Roll, and it has a dash of coffee in it.
Anju, I want to taste Rocky Road.
You have to leave this and then come out.
Auntie,
I can't give it
chili
to you
chocolate,
here.
Auntie. This one, Auntie. And నాకు a rose ఇస్తే then I'm done.
This is what now?
This is called tempering. It's actually become really hot. So I put the normal chocolate.
I'm a
so that
greenie.
it
I'm a
reduces the
greenie.
temperature.
I'm a greenie.
Welcome, Joe.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
a
this is
chocolate, Auntie.
chocolates are supposed to be aphrodisiacs, and this one is really rocking
I'm
it
just waiting
right
for the
now.
mold. The minute I get the mold, I will do. Otherwise, we'll make another mold. Sure, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. That's done. Thank you. You can just put little bit. These are just normal truffle chocolates. Auntie, always never get scared to put chocolates. No, just pour it. Just pour it and you tilt it and you get the chocolate out. I'm making the Gulkan chocolate, Auntie. Auntie, you can just pour it because we need to remove the chocolate. Yeah. No, no, no. I'll just show it to you once.
Yeah, I'm scared. She's making Gulkan wala. Is it Gulkan wala?
Yes, Auntie.
मीना जी मेरे को रॉकी वाली खानी है कॉफी वाली ओह and it's getting wasted.
No, you anyways gonna scrape everything off, Auntie.
No, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. This is something to learn. You just do it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Master hand is always so confident. So where the Gulkan will go now?
Now we have to tilt everything.
Yeah.
Since everybody here is so globally well traveled, can anybody tell me which is the country which has the maximum chocolate consumption? Absolutely right. Who said Switzerland? Rekha, you're absolutely right. It is Switzerland.
Because the population is more.
Spatula or anything to clean.
No, Anju, I India.
Thank you, Auntie. Yes, we'll just scoop Gulkan in it, Auntie. I'm just waiting to remove more chocolate.
Guys, do you know that the first chocolate was actually first used only in liquid consumption as a liquid? And a chocolate chip cookie was just accidentally made.
Gulkan. Auntie, that's just chocolate truffle, Auntie.
I think the cacao tree can outlive us because they live up to more than 100 years. Yeah?
Yes, Auntie. Very
So,
good, Auntie. Yes, yes. Yes, Auntie. Hi, Chef. Yes, yes.
chocolate is also known to lower blood pressure. How many of you
Yes,
suffer
Auntie,
from BP
because
here?
milk chocolate
Raise
is
your
also sweet.
hands.
So you just add very little and add how much here just for the flavoring. If you don't want to add this, you get even gulkan flavoring. So you can use even the flavoring directly to it. Better, yeah. Yes, auntie. You get it only here, auntie. Yeah. Thank you, auntie. Thank you, chef.
Smiling Chef Jesu was only Pratyusha. I wish I wouldn't have diabetes.
We'll make sugar-free chocolates, auntie. Not a problem. Gulkan, auntie. Yeah. Now we need to, yes, auntie. We need to freeze this and then put the chocolate inside. Yeah. Chef needs here too. Whatever you do.
We wanted everywhere Nina and Savera.
So if anyone wants to paint them, like make it more intense, I think I'll show it on this itself. With this is vodka, auntie. So you mix. Yeah. Vodka, auntie.
Yeah, she's from the color.
Yeah.
This what color? Edible color.
Edible color.
This one is the
Yes, auntie.
pink ones.
Yes. Look, 1 minute, auntie.
It's so much.
No, it's quite liquid, auntie. That's why I'm just adding a little bit more.
But it has to be
Pasty, yeah. This you can't store, auntie. You have to discard it.
All those who are not part of the green goddesses, green club, we request you to please join us.
It's only Hyderabad that you've been. Oh, okay.
Like, you can do it however
Wow.
you want, auntie.
India. Now,
So one by one, I'll take it on the paper.
Yes, auntie. No, you can paint it directly on that in case you want it. Or, yes, auntie. No issues. It'll dry, auntie. It'll dry faster. You can use very little because too much will, yes.
I could see when I had put the brush, I could see it's there.
You want some,
Oh yeah, this is so cute.
the best way to do this, auntie, is, can I show you once?
Yeah, please.
You're going to remove the excess. Whatever is there in the brush, you just have to,
Enough.
is more than enough. You can just pat it and it goes.
When I'm touching, it's very dense that time.
Yes, auntie. Yes. Yeah, just
already dry है.
so this is more than enough, auntie, because if it gets wet, it will take time to dry.
So three enough.
Yes, they can taste the chocolate. Thank you. Yeah.
This is the Rocky.
Yes. Yes, auntie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, auntie.
The color is
Yes, auntie, I'll cut.
So can we just have a big round of applause for Pratyusha?
Thank you, auntie.
I think all of us can give her a very big round of applause. She has made chocolate making so easy and so much of fun. And I think each one of us has taken back a lot of information from her. And we have learned it. She's made it so simple. I'm sure each one of you would have had your favorite teachers in school and who would make things easy. I think Pratyusha ranks on the top of all of them. So
Nutella.
a big round of applause.
Nutella, yeah. Thank
Pratyusha,
you,
we are
Auntie.
looking forward to
Thank
your
you.
Insta page.
Yes, thank
And
you, Auntie. Thank
we
you.
are there,
Yes,
wanting to support you in
Thank
whatever
you.
you do,
Thank
chocolates.
you.
As Sir said, I think you can be a brand in Chennai which can really take this
Yes,
up
Auntie.
to the
Thank you.
national
Thank
level.
you so much,
National,
Auntie.
international level.
Thank you, Auntie.
Yeah. So may we request you to please come in the front. Preeti, Jayu, Nina, can I please request you to just give a small token of appreciation from the Green Goddesses Green Club to Pratyusha?
No secrets kept, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. There were no secrets at all here. She has shared everything that could possibly be shared. And thank you to a small token of appreciation to Chef Jesu, who's always here for us. He is always here for each and every occasion that we have. Chef Sam. Chef Sen. Chef Senthil, Chef Sampath, Chef What? It's just a very small token of appreciation from the Green Club to Chef Jesu and his team. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have Savera and the whole team. Thank you, a big thank you to Kiran, Bala and team over there for doing everything for us. And Karthik, yes, Karthik, where are you? Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to Janaki Raman, who's always here for all our GG meets. And of course, yes, our in-house Savera chefs, Senthil, Mr. Sampath, Mr. Senthil, Chef Vermati. So I'm sure, and of course, yes, not to say last and not the least, all the greenies. Yeah, a big round of applause. I have to say something here. I have to say something for the greenies alone here. Yeah, yeah. If when we organize a meeting, the only one thing that I would request you to take back home with each one of you is to ensure that there is more participation. So much goes into bringing something and curating something like this, and we bring the best of best to you. So a little bit more from that end would be really, really great.
Okay, why don't all the greenies give something to us for Valentine's? Will you give us something? Promise. Get us one buddy each into the club. Simple one, right? I got you in. Okay, we have some member feedback for Pratyu today.
That was an enjoyable afternoon and so very well demonstrated everything. Thank you so much. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and all the extra information, and then of course the lovely tea. It was a beautiful afternoon. Thank you so much.
I've already told thanks to. A few of you mentioned that the dress code is always given at the last minute. I think we need to keep you on your toes. That's why.
Okay, we also have the next workshop lined up for Pratyu at the Gymkhana Club. Yeah. There's someone who wants to take her